Okay, so I know J.K. Rowling is a pretty controversial person right now, but I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy and loving it, by the way. It's a fantastic game. I found an issue with the world building that came way before any of the current issues surrounding Rowling. Now, I didn't grow up with Harry Potter, so I don't know much about it detail wise. But why is there completely legitimate slavery in Harry Potter? I mean, we are the good guys, right? We're meant to be the good guys. We're wizards and witches at the magical school of Hogwarts. But inside that school are literal house slaves. Never referred to as slaves. They're only called house elves. But they're slaves. Like, they're just slaves. And everyone treats it like that's just a completely normal thing. Like, I have to admit, this is the first time I have been legitimately uncomfortable when playing a game in my 20 plus years of playing video games. That mission where you have to sneak into the kitchen to get some beef for Headless Nick. And you end up talking to the head chef, who is a house elf, because the house elves run the kitchens. I just couldn't get past the fact that she was in rags, despite being the head elf and over the kitchens and everything. And while you're talking to her, like, she comes off as really like adorable, and she's just happy she gets to talk to a student. And I'm just like,
rotten roast beef.
Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Think he supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
why are you walking around in rags when you're so important to this school continuing to run? Why is this okay? Why is this considered okay? I don't understand it. Like, this is just something that stuck out to me about the world building itself, right? Like, everything else in the game has been really cool. You know, like, I've loved it. But I missed this part of Harry Potter, probably because, again, I didn't get a chance to actually get into it when I was younger. So it just slipped by my 8-year-old brain. But as a grown man, I couldn't look past that. Now, you get to see them in the halls, and you can kind of just ignore them because when you get close, the house elves tend to teleport away. It is. All right, well, at least I know where she is. Whoa. It's like their main job is to clean up and just be out of the way, be out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind, as they say. But these guys are living, breathing, sentient, sapient? I forget which is the better word. But they can talk just like people can. It really looks like the only difference between them and the wizards that go to school there are that they're smaller, which makes me think that the house elves ended up in this situation because they're incredibly docile, since they all seem to be very happy where they're at, like with their lot in life. It might be that they just don't need anything, and that's the explanation for why they're walking around in rags and they don't fight back at all, I suppose. I don't know. It just feels really weird to me to be playing as the good guys, and like in the background, I absolutely have slaves doing all of our menial tasks. Like, why? And this is my question to J.K. Rowling. Why did you put this in your world? This was not necessary. You could have used any type of automated thing. Like, you could have made it so that people enchanted golems, or they had like spirits. Even a spirit doing it would be kind of weird because those are also sentient. But you could have done like a golem or some type of early type of magical machinery to do all of this stuff, or you could have just made it so that they don't walk around in rags. It's a very odd choice, especially considering this was made in like 2000. There was no reason for it. I'm not making any comparison to real life things. It's just the fact that you got slavery in here and the people who are slaves seem completely content with their situation. It's so weird. Why did you do this?